My next guest needs absolutely no introduction. He is the main man himself. It's Mr. Gareth Gault of the Grassmen.
I'm a bit disappointed.
What's up with you?
The last time we were together, we had Guy Martin between us.
Well, we don't have to talk about it.
I know, he should be here.
That's because he's a shadow of his former self now, that's why.
How's things?
Good.
You're tired looking.
I'm alright. How about yourself?
I'm tired.
Yeah? Good day so far?
Yeah, very good day. It's just started to tail off a wee bit. A little bit slow to start this morning, but I think there was a few bad accidents out there, but around lunchtime it was crazy.
Grand. So, another busy year, and I believe this year, big anniversary for Grassmen. Tell us all about what's going on.
Yeah, well, bottom line is this year, 2020, will see Grassmen in existence for 10 years, so we have a few things planned. I mean, there's no denying that we have been on a bit of a spending spree lately with the addition of the old fast track and the most to-date purchase, the 8870 Genesis Ford. So anyone who knows a little bit about our history will sort of start to see where we're going with this. A lot of old school muscle. So watch this space, because we as yet don't know what we're doing, but we're hopefully they'll all come together and we'll get them working old and new. That's what we want to achieve.
So 10 years then.
Yeah.
Could you if you Gareth now was to explain to Gareth 10 years ago what was going to happen, how it was going to explode, would you have believed it?
Absolutely not. This whole business grew from a university lecture basically saying to me, if there's something you enjoy doing it, don't be afraid to do it. If you become good at it, I know that's questionable, if you become good at it, other people will like it. And I think that's a very simple part of the business model at Grassmen. We have tried to keep it throughout the 10 years enjoyment about ourselves and about how we enjoy and how we interact with machinery. I think that has come across, and I think if anyone was to look in and say those guys don't enjoy what they're doing, I don't think anybody would ever say that about us.
And do you think that's a secret ingredient to the success of the Grassmen? It's just your infectious enthusiasm for what you do, who you're talking to, what you're doing. Do you think that's it, or is there other things to it?
I think that's the secret ingredient to life.
Yeah.
Enjoy what you do. If you can't enjoy what you do, so I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, it's hard. We've had conversations off camera. It is hard. Business is difficult. Any kind of business is difficult. And there's always that side to it, employees and making sure everything's in place. But at the end of the day, Grassmen is built by a passion for tractors, a passion for diesel. And as long as diesel keeps burning legally, I'd say I'll have that passion. Whether Grassmen is still there or not, I can't answer that question, but Grassmen really is just me only delivered to the public in their eyes. If that makes any sense, it's a bit crazy, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. So in terms of those 10 years, what would you say are the biggest changes have you seen in those 10 years within the sort of Grassmen business and what you do and that kind of thing?
Well, within the Grassmen business, I think that the biggest change has to be of 10 years ago, DVD was what started our business, was the forefront, and we made these DVDs and sold DVDs, and they were, all of a sudden they were going everywhere. The changes the notable changes for me was going from can we video you, sir, to can you please come and video us, to manufacturers here, if we give you, would you see? So but what is the biggest change over the last 4 or 5 years, without a shadow of a doubt, has been the adoption of Grassmen as a brand, with the massive increase in what's really behind is the merchandise and the branding. There's no brand experts at Grassmen. There's nobody that's coming with the branding. Yeah. It's just us being us and trying different things, and it's working. So I would say that. And where's it going? DVDs, we're in a market where everybody claims DVDs are dying a death. We don't believe that, but then we're working in agriculture, which can have terrible internet stuff, so we still produce our film. Of course it's available online now as a video stream, but we still surprise ourselves with sales. So but that's probably the one side that's in decline, if that makes any sense. And the merchandise is way surpassed. That's the one thing that's took me by surprise, the merchandising side of it. Yeah. No question.
And just going back to that, the acceptance of the Grassmen and the Grassmen brand, does it still take you by surprise? You know, not just the acceptance by your fans, but also by the industry and the manufacturers, because you know what them boys can be like.
You have no idea. I mean, like I this is going to sound crazy, but like I'm just a fella, a young lad, born and bred in the North Antrim, Northern Ireland, and my passion was tractors. And coming from being teased at school, Bursey, Farber, and all the slang that came with us, and I said, look, I'm going to make, you know, farming cool and all that. And it's been our passion to, you know, we're rolling out now, and we're always talking about, you know, no farmers, no food, no future. We are behind agriculture, we are behind the industry, and we want that message to get out there. And every day, I'm waking up every day and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I'm in my dream. You know, and it's a nice place to be.
Yeah.
It's a nice place to be.
So, next 10 years again, next 10 years, what's that? I know you can't even imagine it now, but how would you like it to go, potentially?
I personally now, for me, the next 10 years, I have currently set up, I haven't talked much about this before, but I have set up a separate company now called Project Grassmen. It's with the Charities Commission, and I'm hoping that within the not too distant future we get full charity approval, and that will be a charity company within the UK, and we would like to merge and work with a lot of these major manufacturers that, let's face it, I've been building a lot of personal relationships there. I want to bring a lot of these guys, yourselves, absolutely anyone. There'll be no, we can't talk to you or that for any reason, and work together on a lot of projects and really use that Project Grassmen charity as a way to push things out there. And there's projects that we're getting involved in. Not just this charity will not just be about making money or raising money to give money away. It'll be about using money. Maybe raising some money and then using it, and getting tractors involved. For instance, we've committed to a 30-acre site clearance job that we have said we will take control. So we will be speaking to our companies like JCB, Hitachi, whoever wants to get involved, supply us a few diggers. Then we'll be speaking to contractors.
So it's just a modern day challenge, Annika, right?
That's the way I want it. No, but that's where I really want to see it, and I've been putting a lot of effort in the background into that, and that's what I'm genuinely excited for. And I hope the next 10 years, and of course this brand here, as we currently know at Grassmen, we will, if we can do that and achieve that, and we can do a bit of filming like your guys are doing here now and keep that out there, I think we have massive potential. I'm excited about it because it's different. Yeah.
Gareth, pleasure as ever, and congratulations again on the 10-year anniversary.
Thank you.
Have a good show for the rest of the week, and
now take it easy. Don't ask too many awkward questions of some of those guys out there, because and when you are talking to people like Guy, stop. Do you remember? You know what, right? Nigel, head of PR for JCB, had a crowbar between this man and Guy Martin. It was like, get him off! He even looked at me to see if I could help.
You were as bad. You were definitely as bad.
Lethal.